Makosi, and who's there? Oh gosh, I can't see properly. See, this is the problem. Tabuho, Makosi Tabuho. Okay. Gosh, in mama. Anyway, self-initiation and mentoring. I think I did a video about this a long time ago, a year ago. But I want to answer Warabile about this. Okay? Well, it was from the comment from yesterday's session. Okay, this was about mentoring, right? And self-initiation. Very exhausting at this time. Hesitant to go to another mentor as a self-initiate. If you have any advice, would be appreciated. Okay. Okay, I went to a Gobela, went there for just over a month, and it started very well, and things ended up, things didn't well. I guess with ancestors, everything goes according to plan, right? We just take it like that. But since a lot of people are talking about mentoring and self-initiation, I thought I might, because as a self-initiated now Gobela and dealing with self-initiator, how it is like and what it is, what it is like to be a self-initiate and being sent to someone to help you in this path. Okay, let me tell you about it, how it works, and how I work with ancestors and people who are coming with their ancestors as self-initiated and they want to be helped, right? So when you're self-initiating, right, remember that this process is between you and your ancestors. Your ancestors are helping you in this path. They're guiding you with everything. Whenever they feel like they're stuck with you, or maybe they think you don't understand something that they're showing you in dream format, if they're not yet talking to you, remember that if they're not yet talking to you, you'll go through those kind of things. Even when they're talking to you, you still need a mentor. They were talking to me, I had a mentor. And I'll explain to you what my mentor was like. They're still there in the background. It's not this mentoring thing. We're looking at it as you're just going to be going to someone is going to be helping you see something, right? Or someone is going to be cleansing you and you come out beautiful, you go home, you steamed up, you're refreshed. It's not like that. In all honesty, it's not like that. Mentoring for self-initiate is like a big push. It's when your people want to push you to the limit. They will get you a mentor. They will do that. Now, there are different ways that you'll get mentors, right? There are too many ways. Sometimes it really depends on what you're struggling with. When your people are sending you someone, it means they're sending you that person to specifically deal with the issue that you're facing. Deal with that once and for all, and that's it. That is why sometimes you'll find that you'll have different kind of mentors along the way, because each mentor has a different specific reason for you and your ancestors. Some mentors, you pay them. Unfortunately, you pay them. Some mentors, you get them. Ancestors will send you someone indirectly. They'll come and mentor you. That one is the pusher. Is the one who pushes you like when you've got a weakness, they reach that weakness of yours until it gets corrected. It becomes a strength. Right? That is those kind of mentors who you don't pay them. Let's say that maybe you're watching me all the time. You do not understand why you're watching me. Somehow you like my channel, right? You like my channel, and sometimes one day you come here and I talk about something. I hit you in the right spot. I hit you, and you actually literally hate me, but you hate me. You can't explain it. You have love-hate relationship. Like you just come to watch me like this, and I say something and I trigger you. For 2 weeks, you do not want to see me. You do not want to even hear about me. If anyone mentioned Ngakatlukulu, you do not want to hear. Ngakatlukulu annoys you so much because they've hit that point that your ancestors wanted me to hit. This is indirectly. I'm indirectly pushing that button of yours. That is when you get indirect mentors, the people that are just coming your way just like that. They're pushing you, right? They're just getting you to that level that your ancestors want you. but on your own, you can't do it. This is when you're getting extra help from outside. Mentoring as self-initiate. But when your ancestors are sending you to someone straight like that, they are guiding you towards that particular person. What happens with your ancestors? Okay, remember that I'm talking about my experiences with people that are mentor and how I work with ancestors and those people that are mentors. I mentor, right? Your ancestors will give me everything that I need to. They'll give me like, this is what we want you to help our child with. Like this, they'll give me an album. Do. Look at it. Our child is like this, like this, like that. Our child is struggling with this, this and that. We want you to help our child with this, this and that. Right? That is when they're sending you to me and they want me to help you with whatever it is that they want me to help you with. Therefore, it means that when you're coming to me, you come to me specifically for one particular reason. Your ancestors will send you to me. Maybe they want you to be learning about divination bones for 2 weeks. Straightforward, 2 weeks, divination bones. And when you're learning about divination bones, it's not only about that. They hit you when you're not actually even aware that they're hitting you. Meaning that they're pushing your buttons as well. Meaning that me as a healer, helping you as a self-initiate, I'll be hitting some buttons to test your strength and your weaknesses. Not only we are using the bones, but you as a person, I'm hitting the spots that are going to be helping you grow. That is self-mentoring. That is self-initiate and mentoring. It comes like that, guys. Some things you will see them, you'll know that you're going there for that. That healer is going to be helping you. He's going to be playing drums for you for 2 weeks while you're healing, right? 2 weeks while you're healing. But some things, they're not related to the drums. It is totally different. You'll be there with that healer as a self-initiate. You'll be there with that healer. They're drumming in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. During the day, there are people who are coming there on in and out from that place. They are testing your boundaries. It's nothing to do with the healer, because your people have sent you to that particular place for that reason. They'll be hitting those ones, the boundaries. They'll be hitting you. They're testing you to the limit. By the time you leave that healer's place, you would have told people to stop crossing your boundaries. That is your lesson passed. That's when they're testing you. So sometimes you go to someone thinking you're going for something. That is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you go to someone because your people have sent you. You believe you're going for a particular reason, but your people want you to deal with another thing. It is always about our weaknesses and our strength. Even when we are in that water, we are getting in that water to get cleansed and coming with spirits. It is all about our strength and weaknesses. When we are going there, can we take it? When we're coming out, can we come out with us being cleaned? It is always about that. Anyway, I want to answer this one properly now. I just got caught up in the and I started talking about other things. Anyway, the reason why this one made me want to do this on its own, it is the spiritual warfare. When this person mentioned, I ended up leaving the Gobela and has been on my back, and the Gobela has been on my back since then, like spiritual warfare. Okay, this one, a lot of people, we getting sometimes when you go to a Gobela, right, and you feel like you had a bad experience in the Gobela's house. We'll talk about what we think might be a bad experience, what we think it might not be a bad experience. Sometimes when we go to someone, right, as self-initiate, you're there for 3 days or 5 days or 7 days. Remember that you're self-initiate. You've just been sent there for that short period of time, then you go home. When you're there, right, a Gobela does something that you don't like and you go back home. So what happens is that sometimes our ancestors, when they're sending us dreams and they want us to deal with a particular thing, remember that you left a Gobela's house not with a good, not in a good space. Like the way you think about the Gobela, you don't think about it in a good way, right? it takes a long time before you realize that you were learning something. But let's just say you left the gobela, you're still thinking badly about the gobela, that you were shot, what they call it, you were robbed, financially, emotionally robbed, spiritually robbed, right? You believe that person is spiritually, financially, emotionally robbed you, right? So you go home. When your ancestors are trying to get something to help you deal with your weaknesses and strength, when they're testing you in your dream and they use that gobela, they are not going to show the gobela in a good light. So here, some people, they think that when they see that gobela that they've been to in a bad light in the dream, they think that gobela is doing something to them. Remember that every person in our lives that our ancestors use plays an important role in the dreams, in our dreams. If you think badly about someone, when the ancestors want you to deal with that anger of yours, or they want you to correct a bit of you, they send the person you that annoys you. That person in the dream will be doing things like the person will be doing things like they are bewitching you. In our terms, we'll say, waloiwa, uyathathwa. That person in the dream, your ancestors will be using them, doing things that are not right in the dreams to you. Because what they're trying to do now is to correct you. They're going to be using that person until you deal with that person properly. That person, when they come to you, they annoy you, they keep on annoying you. If you don't do anything about it, your people, they'll keep on sending you that person in the dream until, or even sometimes when they're teaching you about something. When people are annoying you like this, or some people are, what they call it, what do the new people call it now? What they call it? Bullying. When someone is bullying you like this, you deal with them like this, with muti like this. This muti, you get it like this, like that. They are not saying that person is bewitching you. They're just using the information you have to explain something about the muti you're supposed to use to deal with people who are bewitching you like this. So they're using the role that the person plays, the one that you left in a half. They're using them. They're now coming back in your dream. It's like these people are they're coming back. They're coming to you. They're following you around. I'm talking about the gobelas that we go to, and when we come back, we really don't like them that much, that our people now start using them in our dreams, and we think that they're bewitching us when they're not. It's our people using them to show us something, to teach us about how we deal with people like that. If you have got a weakness, they're using that person with your weaknesses until you strengthen yourself so that you can deal with people like that in the dream. Because physically you didn't deal with it in the normal way. Spiritually, you have to deal with that person properly, even include muti to deal with it properly. Bewitch them as well if you have to bewitch them. Now, this is teaching, ancestors teaching you about muti and herbs. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is that a lot of us, people who are going through initiation or people who are going through the spiritual journey, they see people doing things that are like they're bewitching them in the dream. They believe wholeheartedly that the person is bewitching them when it is teaching dreams. They're teaching you about someone that you think about them already like that. Now they're teaching you that when someone like that, the way you think about them, come to you like this, spiritual, metaphorical, you deal with them like that. Mentoring. Now, when they're sending you to someone like that, right? When they're sending you, or people are sending you to someone, sometimes as healers, we do not know our limits. Yes, we do not know our limits. Meaning that someone comes to us, like let's say me, I'm using me. Remember, when I'm saying healer, I'm mentioning me. Do not think about anyone else. I'm talking about myself and how I work. Sometimes as healers, I have to put myself in because I'm a healer and I deal with people. So I don't say other people do it like that. When people are coming to us, they need mentoring. Self-initiated are coming to us, they need mentoring. You see, sometimes our programs runs like this. You've got a week, you've got 2 weeks, you've got 3 weeks, you've got 4 weeks, you've got 5 weeks, you've got 6 weeks. That is what someone comes to you, you give them, this is what they're going to be doing. They're going to be with you for a week, they're going to be with you for 2 weeks, they're going to be with you for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. You're telling yourself, you're telling that mentee as well, that you're going to be mentoring them for that long, right? You give them time, this is how it's going to be. But spiritually, it doesn't work like that. This is what we do physically. Spiritually, it doesn't work like that, guys. It is physically, it works like that. We just want to know that you're going to be spending time with that person for that long. And it's fixed. You know, you're getting your money paid for that long. You're going to be with that person for that long. At least you planned ahead. That is physical. We like doing it like that. Spiritually, it doesn't work like that. Ancestors, they can send you to someone for a week or 2 weeks, but you get there. The ancestors, they go there for 1 day. They get everything that they wanted. They say, thank you. You help us. Everything we are done with. Now, we would like to go back home after a day. You've done everything. Someone came in, they did the thing, the cleansing, they drank something, they cleanse out nicely, they steam nicely. You use all the posh mooties, you steam them with posh ones. You actually brought the right ones. When I'm saying the right one, I mean that the one that they are in different pots, in different jars. You don't put them in plastics. They're in jars, glasses, like this one. You put them in that, and they're like that when you get them. Even the names there, when you're opening it, even the person who's coming, the self-initiate who's coming, when you're opening that, they're thinking, oh, this one is a posh healer, isn't it? You use that. You've steamed. You talk to their ancestors. You talk to your ancestors. You talked about to them. We're gonna be with you for a week. You know, this is your home now. You know, you can relax here, relax, ancestors. Come on now. I'm gonna give you a mat. Just sit down, stretch your legs, and sit properly and relax. This is your home now. Your home away from home. Ancestors, they get steamed. They nicely get the nice things. Ooh, they smell nice things. They look around. The ancestors, they are even. Can ancestors be jealous? They look at Ndumba, they think, we're going to do our child's Ndumba even better than that. Look at Ngakatlukhulu, she painted it green. Ours is going to be red. Ngakatlukhulu's got elephant. We're going to put a monkey there in ours next to the door, right? The whole day, the ancestors are looking around and they're saying, and talk to their child. Ooh, do this. You can... all these kind of good things, you know, the first day that you're just impressing someone to remember that I'm just using the language that this is like I'm now telling it in the truth of Goma, but I'm just talking about sometimes how it is like. The realities, guys. You guys want me to be serious and I can't be with this one. And Mandawi spirits have allowed me to be like this. Anyway, so you come for 1 day, right? You get everything. Your ancestors are happy. They even, let's say maybe you were not even hearing them. 1 day you just come here, I do all the tricks. You even start hearing your ancestors. Your ancestors get so excited. They forgot that they were supposed to be here for 7 days. They realize they are done with everything. Now their child can hear them properly in their ears. They are so excited. They just want to go home and start talking to their child in their own Ndumba. Now, as a healer, you're thinking, this person is supposed to be paying me for 7 days. Now, they're only here for a day. They got everything for a day. What do I do? What can I do here? I'm talking about the realities of things. I'm talking about the realities of things. As self-initiate, we need to think for others, right? We have to think for others. You booked for 7 days. You're there for 1 day. Your people are satisfied within 1 day. And that person is thinking already, I'm going to replace my bed. My double bed, I'm going to make it king size with that money, right? That is going to come my way, right? But your people are happy within 1 day. What do you do? The dilemma here, the Gobela versus the self-initiate. You're going to pay for 7 days, right? Because you booked for 7 days, because that is the right thing to do. But your people are there for 1 day. What do you do? Now, some people, with that, some people, they don't know how to, they can't negotiate properly. Okay, I'm talking about because you don't know you're supposed to, these things, how you're supposed to deal with them. This is your first time being sent to someone. You do not know what you're supposed to do. As well, you're thinking, oh, I paid for, this is 7 days thing and I'm getting 1 day. I mean, this is a lot of money, isn't it? And I'm just here for 1 day. What do I do with this? It's like this Gobela I'm being cheated. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning money and mentioning the time and all those things, I just want to tell you that some things, spiritually, you cannot plan for them and say you're going to be with someone for 7 days. Some ancestors, they come for 1 day, they get everything they want to go. It is nothing to do with what you've done as a healer, or it is nothing to do with you as an initiate. You don't feel like that place is right. Your ancestors are now going to tell you in the dream format that we are thankful, we are okay, we want you to go home. Are you going to be hanging around in the Gobela's house because you've got 6 more days left? Or are you going to listen to what your ancestors are telling you in the dream to say, thank the Gobela in the morning, that we are happy, we can go home. We've done everything that we wanted in that Gobela's house. The Gobela wakes up. The ancestors, they haven't gone to the Gobela's ancestors to tell the Gobela that the initiate is ready. They just want the initiate to be the one, because they want the initiate to be proud that now they can talk nicely with the initiate. They want the initiate to be the one telling the Gobela that we're talking about self-initiate here. As a self-initiate, you're outsourcing. You're not there as any other person. You are an outsourcer. You are there consulting with the Gobela, right? So they want you to be talking like someone who outsourced, talking to the Gobela, like, we are happy now. Me and my people are happy. We want to go home, and we want to be thankful for the time that you've given us. My people think that it is the right time that we go back home. We got everything that we wanted. Now, here the only difference will be like if the Gobela understands something about self-initiate, or the Gobela doesn't know about self-initiate. The Gobela is still thinking that there's a possibility of a long-term relationship, meaning that a full-time initiate. When there's that difference in thinking, then you've got a problem. You've got a problem. Because some of us don't realize that some people are self-initiate, meaning that they're going to be popping in and out of their Doombas, collecting stealing their notes and going back home and coming back to steal more notes. We're talking about reality, guys. It is not stealing. This is training, right? You're training, but you're what they call it? You're not even a part-time trainee. You're what do you call it? When you're self-initiate, should not stop. I should stop putting other names and stuff like that. So anyway, the reason is this: you've got everything that you wanted. The Gobela needs to take it. If the Gobela doesn't take it, it is the Gobela's problem. But you remember that you wanted to get a 7 day. A Gobela has given you what? 7 days service within a day. But because the Gobela has given you a 7 days within a day, this is up to the Gobela to say whether they think. But with the Gobela, because remember that every Gobela is different. We think we are rich enough. We can give you a discount. It's up to Gobela. We think we are rich enough. We can give you a discount. We can give your people a discount so that you don't feel bad. You come back again, right? Because you only stayed for a day instead of 7 days. And I only fed you for a day instead of feeding you for 7 days. So let me just give you a discount so that your people get so much impressed, they come back for more footy when they think you need it. And sometimes it's not even when they think you need it, when they just want you to be sitting around with another Gobela like you, just talking about things, but you are just there, like you visit a Gobela and you are just there, like stealing notes. as self-initiates. It is not stealing, guys. We are talking as in general, because a lot of you want serious things. This is serious stuff. This is how it works. This is how we work. This is professionalism. You're going there because you like something about that person. Your people like something about that person. Your people think that person is going to be teaching you something. You're going to be learning something from that person. They send you to that person to get notes. You come back with those notes. Your people are happy. And then you build a relationship with that. When your people want something, sometimes they want you to even go there to teach a Gobela something that the Gobela doesn't know. As a self-initiate, you go there as a consultant. You become a consultant, a Gobela's consultant, to go there in their place to teach them something. And the Gobela is there and helping you, thinking that they're only helping you. But the Gobelas who knows, they know that you are exchanging information with the self-initiate. That's how it is. Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Anyway, what I think I mixed up a lot of things. It is Waravile, and Waravile is asked too many, is the one who pushed me to this video. Okay. We ended up finding out she was not following my ancestors' guidance. Now, this one is serious. When it comes to self-initiate, when it comes to you being a self-initiate, even when you're not self-initiate, you're a full-time student, right? You are a what they call it when you're working, when you're going to the company, you're studying through practice. What do they call it, guys? Anyway, that one you're doing. Even when you're there doing that, as that full-time student, all the guidance comes from your ancestors, guys. Your ancestors, they give you dreams. My ancestors, they give me dreams. Sometimes they give me dreams because they know that when you're sharing the dreams with me, some things you're going to leave out. So they want me to test you based on what they've given you. So they give me a little bit of what they've given you, so that when you leave something out by omission, right? You omit it, you do it intentionally. So they get me to bring out that information, so that, remember, a lot of this is healing, right? Healing. So that it becomes an open relation. We have to be honest with each other when we are in this spiritual thing, guys. It is like that. When you go as a self-initiate, it's not a secret. As a self-initiate, or whatever you are, when you go to someone's house, your people, when they've spoken to that person's people, right? When they say you get a code, before you get a code, your ancestors, they automatically tell the people you're going to information about you. That ancestor that you're going to, the Gobela's house, they tell your ancestors information about the Gobela that you're going to. Little bit of information that is very important for your ancestors, so that you get a code. Otherwise, we're going to be sent to people's houses that we're going to be just robbed left, right. It's confidential. Everything is confidential. But when you start understanding your dream, you realize that your people are giving you some information that you don't want out there. They're giving it to the people who are coming to you. Anyway, in their codes. Anyway, so that is what happens, right? That ancestor, your ancestors, they exchange information. We want you to help our child. Okay, this is too personal now. We're getting personal. Our child is like this. Our child is like this. That one, our child is like this. We are sending our child to yours, but our child is like this. Just know this about our child is like this. Those ancestors, they're not going to be giving their Gobelas everything like that in detail. They'll give the Gobela a little bit, because they don't just want to shoot and Gobela gets shocked and I'm going to deal with what? So they give a little bit and they give a little bit. Even yours, they get something about you, because there is no ancestors who's going to send their child. I almost named an animal that my ancestors, they warned me. Animals, they behave the way they're supposed to behave, given the circumstances that they have to deal with. So your ancestors, they are not just going to send you there. They have to know something about that person. private stuff about that person before they send it to you. That's why I keep on saying, before you go to someone, you need to talk to your ancestors so that your ancestors, they don't just let you go somewhere else where no one knows what is happening there. Anyway, I came out of the way because I was talking about other things. Now I want to deal with not following ancestors' guidance. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning that your ancestors and the other ancestors, the Gobela's ancestors, remember that I'm talking about self-initiate. You are self-initiating. Already your ancestors are talking to you. They are self-initiating you, right? They're giving you guidance. The reason why they send you to someone is just they want extra help with something else, and you're coming back to them. So when you're there, you should not forget that you are self-initiate. You're dealing with ancestors, your own ancestors. You are there telling the person who's there. Remember that the person is just helping you. When you're going to someone, they will know. When you're giving them the code, they will know that they're dealing with a self-initiate, right? They're dealing with someone who's self-initiating and talking to the ancestors directly, like that. They know that. You know, they know what your limits are, what you're struggling with, what you're not struggling with. They know that about you, right? That is the information your ancestors give the governor that you're going to. Anyway, when they are giving you information now, when they are telling you that you need to leave, you really need to leave. What is there to discuss? What is there to discuss? There's nothing to discuss. There literally is nothing. You don't need to discuss anything in more details. You just need to go. Remember, even don't hide it, because some people, they hide this bit that they are self-initiating. If you're going to someone who's never self-initiated, who's never dealt with self-initiate people, they don't know that these things exist, right? That people self-initiate. People are doing things by themselves with their ancestors. Some people, they're refusing to believe that bit. So when you go to them, even when you're telling them, I've been talking to my ancestors, they just send me to you, and I'm gonna go back. Some people, they can't, they just don't believe that bit. Meaning, what I'm saying, they don't believe, it's just it doesn't hit the spot yet. So when you're, especially when you self-initiate and just going to people that you like, your ancestors haven't said anything about those people, you just see yourself going there. Because you like that person and you just thought you were struggling so much, you just couldn't take it, you were overwhelmed, you just hit the road and just go there. You deal with it there, because that one is a govela. You know that the person helped others, so you're just gonna go there. You didn't even sit down to park. My people, I'm about to leave the house and walk on the street. You just it out, right? Without nothing. Your people are just seeing you getting into the gate, and they're like, and then you sit down. Govela says you're there. We'll help you with whatever. But then your people send you a dream. They say leave after 2 days or 3 days. They say leave. You are arguing with Ogobela. Come on, guys. You cannot argue with Ogobela when your people tell you to leave the place. What is it? What are you arguing about? What are you arguing about? That is the question. They say leave the place. What is the argument about? So you don't trust your ancestors. You rather trust the Gobela. Your ancestors are telling you to leave, but you want the Gobela to tell you, yes, you can leave. And your people are telling you need to leave. Haibo, guys, as self-initiate, come on now. We are self-initiating, right? You need to be a self-initiate, meaning that you need to initiate the road out, right? You need to come out. Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying there. I was talking about leaving, guys. You need to leave when you're told to leave. And do not ever just go and just leave. Fuck this, I'm going. No. Remember, unfortunately, this journey, you'll find that you're going to need these people again. You might need them again for something else. ancestors, they will humble you. You might need them again. Now you need to start crawling, going back. You need to live in peace. Like, talk like a self-initiate. Look, my ancestors have already explained it to me. Like, we need to leave this place. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for what you've given me here. And if my ancestors send me back, I'll come back. At this moment, my ancestors are saying this to me. So therefore, I need to leave. And the most important thing is to be thankful, guys. because you do not want to leave someone and let someone think that they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and someone is messed. Maybe they are still in a mess as well. They're still struggling with that bit of what they call it, when you have a problem of when you remember that we all have weaknesses. Some of us have weaknesses and strength, and to get into this state of becoming a healer, you would have dealt with all the weaknesses, and some of us are still dealing with the weaknesses. So now someone comes and actually you're still dealing with that weakness, and the person just live like that. Fuck it, I'm leaving your house. You don't even know what you're dealing with. You don't say what your ancestors were telling you. Thank this person properly, nicely. You are using your ego. You're still physically yourself. A little bit of 100% of your ego is still in place. Your ancestors are trying to get that bit to get you into the 50% ego and 50% spiritual, but you're still 100%. I'm leaving you the way you're doing your things. I'm not used to be like this. I came here, your breakfast, you were like this. I have to sit on the table to eat breakfast. Now I'm used to sitting down on the floor and eat my breakfast, nicely. I don't want to even cut slices of bread. I want quarter like this, and I want to be eating like this, the way nicely, and enjoy roll the bread like this. You are putting us on the table. I'm living this. This is not me. You forget to thank the Nagatlochul. You forgot that Nagatlochul as well is trying by all means to impress you, putting you on the table and putting a knife and fork. And Nagatlochul as well is thinking, I wish this person is like me. She eats like me, like with quarter. She just grabs the bread like this, no slices. She just takes the bread like this. And the butter doesn't even care if it's there. She's looking for acha. She just wants to dip in. Anyway, let's talk about this one. We'll get to your things there, right? We'll get to your things. Anyway, okay, all right. Living. Remember, you need to live when you're supposed to live. So that is just that. I answered that one. Even though I was all over the place. Let's see what you guys are saying there. Okay. All right. We here with Tabuho. We are here with Tabani. We are here with Fusi. With Zagade, with Renato, with Happy, Hube, with Mama Sondo, Pretty, Diakanyo, Debbie, Tando, Mangi, with everyone. Okay, yes. Okay, we got that. And guys, Khanyang. Remember, as self-initiate, we really have. Remember that we are self-initiating. When we go to people, even though you humble yourself, but remember you are self-initiate. You need to use your self-initiate role properly, right? Remember that. But humbleness is very important. It's very important to humble yourself, meaning that you can humble yourself as much, but you cannot humble yourself to the extent that you don't hear your ancestors. That one, I don't like it. The most important person, even when you're in that person's place or you're with that person, they are mentoring you. It is your ancestors, because the ancestors, they are the ones building the relationship between you and the mentor and you, right? It is your ancestors. The relationship is based on your ancestors and what your ancestors think that person can help you achieve. Do not ever, now you're there, you start getting confused by, because you see me putting these kind of heads. You start getting confused. You don't know how to say no to me. You say you're refusing to acknowledge your ancestors saying you should leave. You're there getting confused because I'm doing things that you think if you say something like this, I'm gonna block you off watching my YouTube channel. The ancestors are very important, very, very important. Let's see, Mangi. Okay, let's talk to you now. That was me. I went to Twasa East Tunya as I was at church. I saw an old lady in a dream, aputile matso, and yeah, a gate. I woke up and you had to go to get on there. Okay, Maggie. Funny thing, like I continue to trust until I saw flames. Now I've learned the hard way. Funny thing is that I've heard you cannot trust her is tune. Okay, all right. Remember that, like I said, a lot of people, right? They think when they're going to a healer, they're going to twasa the mandawe, they're going to twasa abalozi, they're going to twasa istunyo, they're going to twasa the other spirits, and some that we don't yet know about. Remember, utwasa, it is not about coming back with that spirit talking to you guys. Utwasa, there are so many ways that utwasa, and it's not about to go and learn about the herbs, right? It's not even about to go and learn about the steaming, the going into the river and having an accompany, someone accompanying to the river. It's not even about going there to get someone playing drums for you, you learning the songs, learning how to dance. It's not only about that. It is not about, what is the other one? Dream interpretation. Those things, they're just there, they're bonus, right? They're bonus. Excuse me. They're bonus. Okay. Maybe not, I shouldn't say it like that. But they're good. They're the main things that when we go, we say we're going to Twasa, we want to believe that we're going for that. But we are not talking about that. We are talking about when your ancestor, you are self-initiating, your ancestors are already talking to you in dream format. Sometimes you go in there to that person because these dreams are coming left, right. You do not know, you do not understand them. You're going there, someone is helping you understand your dreams. Sometimes you're going to that someone, right? There's that dream that your ancestors gave you. They just wanted you to be there to the Gobela so that you can see how Gobela helps a patient. When the patient comes in, you sing for 7 days, you're there with the Gobela, you think you're going to be learning about, you're activating his tool. You're there learning about how Gobela do the healing, how the Gobela's healing modalities are like. Someone comes to the Gobela, they pay the money like this, your people are showing you. You see this Gobela, when the person comes to them, they really want their money up front. You see what you've been doing, like when we were training you, you've been seeing people like that. People have been just coming to you. You don't even know how to ask them for money, right? Look at the person we're sending you to. Your weaknesses was about asking for what you deserve. Look at this Gobela that we sent you to. The Gobela is even telling them, before I open anything, before you even take your shoes to get into the Indumba, talk to my ancestors. Put the money here to acknowledge that they're going to come out. Because your people are helping you with that weakness of yours. That weakness that you have. It is a weakness. You can't work like that. They send you there. You think you're going there to get Istunya. You're going there to get Amanda. You're going there to get Avalos. Or you're going there to do what? To learn about the bones. The bones. What, when they're looking like this, what they mean. When they are facing that way, what they mean. Your people want you to see real life situation. You deal with people like this because you've got a big weakness. We cannot deal with it. We've been correcting you in dreams. It doesn't work. Now, look at it. Look at this person. Look at how they're dealing with things. This is professionalism. My child, what is happening with you? What is actually happening with you? That is when they're sending you to Gobel. And you think you're going for something else, but you're learning about that one. Even you, when you see, the first time actually when you're there, when you see that Gobela doing that, you're like, wow, did they actually literally just tell someone to do that? I mean, I will never see myself doing that. The second day, Haibo, the third day, you're the one asking, the Gobela will, before you see the Gobela, before you see the healer, you need to put money down. And then you look that way. And then someone takes the money and they're £5 short. You look at it. Actually, you're £5 short. You hear yourself saying that as self-initiate in someone's house. You hear yourself saying things you don't say in your own home. You actually need to, you need extra. And actually you're saying it, you don't even feel bad that you normally would feel bad when you're on your own. Eh? And the fourth day, Haibo, you actually are even going to meet them at the gate. Haibo, the fifth day, you're asking the government, hey, today looks like it might not be busy. Should we do this and see if we can, people are going to be coming in, should we ban PEP? They self-initiate in the governor's house, thinking that they're getting his tool or they're getting Abalozi. The self-initiate is now telling the governor to ban in PEP. She's forgetting that she thought she was there for his tool or Abalozi. You are now talking about getting money in. Guys, training comes in different forms, totally different from what you went there for. You think you're going there for. Your people, they know you've got a sport, the sport that they cannot deal with on their own. They just want someone else. They know, and sometimes actually with these people who are mentoring us, right? You are wondering what the hell. Because normally when we go for people, we want people to mentor us. It's like I'm talking about the choosy one, us now, the ones who are choosy. We want to choose because we are now given so many choices. So we want to choose that particular person, right? And your ancestors, they don't want that particular person that you like. They get someone that you think, why would my ancestor want to go to that healer? That healer like that, I mean, I don't have, there's nothing that I like about that healer. I mean, seriously, what is it? It is nothing to do with your like. It is about what your ancestors think. That healer is the qualities that your ancestors want to get from that healer, that they need you to copy and paste from that healer. That is the mentoring, guys. Mentoring works like that. Is what you're getting from that person. Sometimes, but a lot of this mentoring, guys, it doesn't actually go like the way we're thinking. It's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be so nice with this person. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Oh, I can just see the way she's like on YouTube, when she does the truth of coma, she loves and stuff like that. Your people are they know the things that you literally, like your weakness is the things that you hate, right? The things that you hate about you, and you don't see me showing them out, like like I'm coming here and I'm laughing, right? Normally the things that you don't see is me when I'm waking the children in the morning from school. I'm shouting, right? I'm shouting. These are the things you don't see online. I'm shouting. You need to wake up. You need to get to the bath. Those qualities you don't see about me. Well, they are qualities for ancestors, right? You need to get up. And I'm not going to even talk to you twice, right? Your ancestors want me to do that with you. And you're coming here. You think we're going to be doing the truth of God. Your ancestors, they want me to wake you up like the children, the way I'm waking the children up. Like, and you start wondering, what the hell? And those are the things you hate so much. So your people, they because obviously you've got a weakness, right? Your people, they want to correct you. They want you to strengthen yourself. They want you to be strong. So they want me to push you, keep on telling you, wake up. Like, wake up and do this. Wake up and do that. And you're thinking, this is not normal. But you don't say anything. Remember that these are I'm crossing your boundaries. Your ancestors want me to deal with you like that. You need to do this like that. Tea, I've been drinking it for so long. And Twasan, self-initiate. I need it to be warmed up. You go and warm it up for 1 minute in the microwave. You bring it to me. And you're asking yourself, you can't even believe you did that. You come and bring it. This tea, did you just warm it up for 1 minute? I meant 2 minutes. It's not warm enough. Please. It is just not warm enough. And you're there bubbling up. You're triggered. You don't say anything. You go and warm it up. you bring it to me again. And in the background, my people are saying, "Hi, this one is lazy. Tell her to wash this cup again, because now that she's been warming this for too long, it's no longer fresh. Let her or let him wash the cup and make fresh tea for you." It is a push, guys. It is a push. This is a push. I'm telling you that some things that when we talk about mentoring, some people think your mentoring is gonna be like you mentor me to be the best, but you don't realize that to be the best, you have to go through all the things that are not right about you to correct them, so that you become the best and achieve what you came here to achieve. Right? So I tell you that you stand up in front of me, you put the cup down, you go and do it yourself. You put it there. You go and do it yourself. Even me, I am shocked, because now exchange, here's an exchange. Me, my weakness was that I was a lazy person, very, very lazy. And my ancestors, they wanted someone who can correct me like the way you just corrected me, by putting the cup down and tell me, you go and do it yourself. You actually have to go and do it yourself. And you're standing there in front of me, and I'm now nervous. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I've never been told to do this kind of things. Even my husband has never told to talk to me like this. This self-initiative is just telling me something. And I think they're right. Hey, I'll never do this to anyone again. Correction made. Exchange. You became yourself the person that your ancestors want. And I became the person that my ancestors want. That is mentoring. It is an exchange. It is always is. Anyway, well, let's see what you guys are saying. Leracheli said, Gogo, you are spreading light before your video. I was just clueless about the basics. I got no value from my first 2 consultations because I went there unprepared. Okay, what is happening? You are spreading light. Okay, all right. Okay, that's. I guess I understand it. Okay, that's very good. Thanks, Lerato. Thank you. Okay. Zakade, now Gogo, in a situation where you're chosen one and everyone is blocking, nothing really moves, even difficult, even pray, and always forgetting your dreams. You're chosen one and everything is blocked. Nothing really moves, even. What do you mean everything is blocked, Zakade? What do you mean everything is blocked? Please tell me, are you getting your dreams? So we get you. Are you getting your dreams? Are your ancestors talking to you in dreams? We want to know if your ancestors are talking to you in dreams. And then if anything is blocked, your ancestors will explain to you what it is that is blocked, is blocked things for you. They will tell you if they're talking to you in dreams. They will tell you that, my child, this is a situation, because this is what happens sometimes with our ancestors. We inherit their things that we do not even know they exist before us. We came into this existence. We have to deal with them before we move forward. Unfortunately, in this journey, yes, in this journey we inherit. No, it's not only gifts, guys. We inherit. Have to do the corrections, and when we correct those things, so that things can move on for us and the next generation that comes after us. Unfortunately, it's like that with ancestors. That sometimes we don't see why things are not moving forward, because there's something that ancestors have to deal with themselves. They have to spiritually help you deal with physical things that will correct things that have happened in the past. Anyway, Noma Sonto, don't know if it is appropriate to say this, but I was sent to the river and alone. I was supposed to go. So when I got there, started to do what I was told, and then something appeared. So I ran now. Scared to go back. Any advice, Gog? Remember that when you're sent to do to those places, right? Remember, before you go, you need to tell the people you're going, right? And even when you get there, you see something that is scaring you, you know, your instinct is to run away, right? You tell your people you got there, you were alarmed by what you saw, so you couldn't do it. Do they think you still need to do it again? Because sometimes it's just to get there anyway. They've seen you, if it was them. they would have seen you. You got scared is normal. A lot of us get scared even in dreams. They introduce themselves like that in dreams, but it's not physical. They do spiritual, but yours they probably did it physical. They introduce themselves to you. I do not yet know. I'm just saying that sometimes that's what happens. So they saw you, they came out to see you. You got scared, you ran away. It is normal. Do not actually feel any other way. It is normal. We get scared a lot. For us to be in a sea full of sharks or in the forest full of lions, first we get scared first, isn't it? Then we relax. We realize we cannot be, these things cannot harm us. Then we relax. But remember, when you're talking to your people, they will let you know what it was. If you're okay, they're okay. They've seen you. You don't need to go back. You understand? It is normal. You physically run away. You didn't run away in the dream. It is normal. Right? It is normal, but talk to them so they can tell you if you still need to go or you've done what they wanted you to do. Okay? Lerato, I didn't know about self-initiation and needed answers. Goella took a spiral out of my ear, which freaked me out. Part of me felt like it was a cheap Goella trick. She played on me because I was clueless. Okay, all right. I can't say anything. I don't know. Okay. Gosh, this thing I'm drinking, it's like drinking sometimes muti. This is drinking muti, right? It's muti. Sometimes you drink it, it's got all this nonsense. Anyway, okay, Lorato. All right, they get a spider out of you. Well, they got it out at least. Money, yeah, it's true, because when I went there, it was for 7 days, but I got excited and I decided to register myself for twice. It's true. And I was not sent for that. I saw flames. Uratile, my dreams are way jagog. In what way? In what way? Zakat, money-wise, friendship as well as relationships. My ex-wife owed me a huge sum of money, and that I wanted to help myself with to get going. She's stubborn and showing attitude. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. Relationship issues. Hey, you'll get there. So anyway, gosh, this thing. Sometimes you think you tied it enough, and then in the middle of a live session, you start having to do this nonsense. So anyway, yes. So remember that as self-initiate, every contact, guys. I was saying it yesterday. Every contact is very important. Sometimes we don't see it. We don't see that importance bit of it because we are expecting other things to happen. We are expecting other things to happen. The only way that I can say to you that you need to look at is that as people like this, before our people can show us their tricks, they have to get us to be strong enough to be able to deal with their gifts, whatever it is that they're giving us, and to be able to deal with others. Remember that we are learning to deal with our own issues, so that when we manage to deal with our own, we know where we are lacking, we know what we are good at. We will be able to help those who are coming to us asking for help deal with their own issues. Imagine if you haven't dealt with your own issues, someone comes to you to deal with their own issues. You see, you're going to have a problem because you're going to be taking everything personal, even when it's not necessary. Because there are things about you that you didn't face. You want to face others to help them deal with their own issues when you don't know how to deal with your own. So that is why a lot of time our ancestors will send us to people, especially when they think we cannot deal with our own issues on our own. They'll send us to others. So that those others, they can help us deal with these issues that our people think that they will affect our work. So they send us to those people. So for us to be able to understand it properly, is that when they're sending us to other people, sometimes they might just say, They might just show, oh, this is another thing. Ooh, self-initiate, they make this mistake. Ooh, this one is a big one. Self-initiate, they see a healer in their dream, a healer making them dance in their dreams. The self-initiate, they start running to that healer. They think they're supposed to be there with the healer dancing. That is, I'm talking about the visual gobela. The self-initiate, they make that mistake. You see a healer, you think there is the message. Your people want you to go there and dance exactly as they show you dancing in the dream with that gobela, the one that you've seen, the one that you know where to get them. Remember, as self-initiate, even me like this, when I'm training, when my people are training me, they train me with the YouTube gobelas that I like. They train me with the gobelas in my village that I know, the healers in my village that I know. Every healer and every gobela has got a specific role, what they play in my role, my life, how I look at them, and how my ancestors think. By using them in my dream, they will help me understand specific messages that they're sending me in those dreams. Lots of people, they will dream about me doing certain things with them in the dream, and they think I'm supposed to do them physically with them. It's not like that, guys. It is not like that. As self-initiate, that is how you self-initiate. Your people have to use those healers in the dream to teach you about muti, to teach you about dancing, to teach you about tradition, what you call things, the name of things, of healers, the names of what they call the Dumbas, how you pronounce, how you give Dumba's name. These healers you see that you like, everyone will have a specific role. The Avalosi, this is how mine work, right? I'm giving you a reason because a lot of people see us in dreams. They think they're supposed to be in consultation with you to see them. Your people are trusting you already in dreams. They're using someone, a visual gobela. They're using them in a dream to teach you about how it is like to work with someone. As self-initiate, we work like this. You see that healer in the dream that you saw? Did you see what they were doing? They were healing someone like that. They were healing you like this, right? You see what they did? You had a cut. That healer used that muti on your cut. And did you see you were healing? You were even happy. You get a cut. You start running to that healer. Your ancestors, they showed you that when you get a cut like this, my child, like a healer in that dream, they will put that kind of muti. That muti is called tricky muti. That is your lesson in the dream. It doesn't mean you have to go to that healer. When they want you to come to the healer, they will give you a code. It is as simple as that. A code is straightforward. You go to that person. The code every person's code is different. It's not going to be the same for everyone. Remember that? It's not going to be the same for everyone. It means it is tailor-made specifically for you, for what your people want that person to help you with. You understand? Your people, they look at what you're lacking. They look at when I'm saying lacking, they look at your weaknesses. They look at your strength. They put them down. They look at what is happening to you in general. They put it down. They look at your issues that are going to be affecting you in your journey. They think you want someone to tell you because they've been telling you, you've got this issue. You haven't been listening. They think when you hear it from someone else, you'll now listen. They put it down. They think there's another thing that you need. There's a new gift that you need to be aware of. That person will tell you and explain it to you properly. This gift is like this. It works like that. They put it down. It is in your code. The code that they give it to you. When you go to a gobela, if the gobela, like I always say, the gobela as well get a code. What to expect. Sometimes they give us numbers. Sometimes they give us like symbols. Sometimes they give us like they show us who's coming to us as in totems. Sometimes they show us what to expect with that person who's coming in. That person needs extra help. You really need to be gentle with this one. Very, very. Before they even open your mouth, gobela, just hold them. Give them a hug. Hug them. Just tight. And you're there, you're thinking, can gobela hug me? Gobela is wearing these beads and I'm not used to beads. And they're hugging me like this because your people have given the message that one when you, for them to be able to relax, you need to just give them that tight one. And you're there, Gabel, I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe now. I got to hold you at the door. I cannot breathe. And I'm thinking, and when I leave you, you relax. Ha! Where can I make tea? You're already telling me you want to make tea. I'll tell you, the kettle is there, the sugar is there, the tea, you're relaxed now. Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. We are talking about self-initiation and mentoring. Remember, as self-initiate, you need to be upfront. You need to even though you're going to someone, you need to show that initiative, that you can listen to your people telling you things, but even though you don't understand, but you're listening to the messages. You want the other person, the mentor, to help you with this. Sometimes you don't know what you need help with, but you're willing to listen for help, but as well, you're willing to listen to your ancestors for any other update. Meaning that if they tell you you need to go, you go. If they tell you you need to stay a little bit more, you stay a little bit more. You understand? If you don't understand something, you think you're there, you're still getting confused, you go back to your people. Even when you're there, you go back to your people, you tell them, look, I'm here, but I still don't understand what I'm doing here. And your dreams, I might be getting confused because you can see I don't understand my dreams. And this person is the one who's telling me what my dreams are like. I don't understand. Can they be just trying to drag me, make me stay with them for longer? And because even still I'm here, they're still telling me something, but I still don't get it. You need to tell me what I need to do. Ancestors, the way they work, if you don't understand something, the way they're explaining it to you, they tailor-made it for you, straight for you. I think I've told you about this before. Ancestors, sometimes they can be serious. Okay, some ancestors, they don't change. They don't change. They stay like that. They don't change. When they change, they become even worse. I don't mean it in that way. I don't mean it that way. They tailor-made things for you, meaning that when you don't understand them properly, they will work their best to make it easy for you, to change things around for you. Meaning that, let's say, I've already explained this, I think. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Let's say you still don't understand how to count, because you really cannot understand how to count using just object, putting this and this together to count. Your ancestors, they start using what you like. They probably will start even bringing comedians that you like to actually explain things to you in a way that you laugh yourself to understanding the answer. That is how ancestors work. So when you don't think you understand them properly, you think where you are, it doesn't serve you right. You need to let them know. Remember, you cannot just be there and get angry and upset and not go talk to the people who send you there. You need to get upset and angry and reach your people. My people, now you see now, I can't even get to you properly because my frustrations, remember that they can always tell when you're lying. This one, when you're lying, you're just trying your ancestors. They can tell that this one thinks that they're gonna just be here, and because they sleep on the floor, they want to go back home so they can sleep on the bed, on the mattress. This one is gonna show them who's the ancestor and who's a living person with walking legs, right? Then they keep you there longer than you expected. But what I'm trying to say here is that the ancestors will try and work out things to make you understand that you need to be out of there, or you need to stay in there. The problem is us. This one, I still have a problem with it myself. When ancestors are trying to tell you something, they actually literally telling you, you're feeling it, that it's not right here. You say, I'm giving it a chance. I'm giving it a chance. The ancestors are pushing you. Like say, man, we're throwing some gut, things, instinct. Feel it. You're not feeling it. You're saying, I need to give this person a chance. Maybe this person is going to change. They might change. They'll probably explain it properly to me tomorrow. Your ancestor says, leave. Another chance. Because you're like that, you like giving people a chance. I'll wait a little bit. The ancestors, they even start blowing things. Like they actually even start sending people. You are there in that place with that person. You hear other people talking about, hey, now if things were like this, I'll leave this place. That is your ancestors reaching you through another person. If things were like this, I'll leave. They're talking about your situation, but actually they're not directly talking about it. They're indirectly talking about something relating to you. But this is like an indirect support system on the side. They're telling you that you need to leave. You're there. Still need to give this person a chance. Guys, we need to listen to our ancestor spirits and guides. No one else. Others, they will help us. They will mentor us. They will mentor us and we'll keep on getting mentoring. It comes indirectly and direct. But when we are meant to live, we are meant to live. We are healers. We are self-initiate. We are healers. We're supposed to be, our senses needs to be heightened proper. We need to be following them. At least we are following our instinct, even if anything else, you're following it outside. You understand? Do not stay for the sake of staying. Why is this live session is like it's about telling people to leave? Guys, it's about mentoring. Mentoring is like this. And I'm telling you, when you're with someone who's mentoring you, it is not going to be like you're going to be eating, you're not going to be like what do they call it? It's not, you're not going to be there laughing every day, right? Every day you're talking to someone, you're laughing. No. Mentoring is not like that. Your mentoring is about your ancestors. What ancestors bring out to you. It is not like I can say, I write it down. This week, me and you, as my mentee, we're going to be dealing with these issues with you. Then we are organizing again. When we finish talking. Next week, we'll talk about this bit of you. When you come back. We are left with 3 more weeks. With the last 3 weeks, we're going to talk about this bit about you. It is spiritual mentoring. It's guided by your ancestors, spirits and guides. There's nothing planned here. Nothing planned. Everything is planned by your ancestors, spirits and guides. The person who's mentoring you, are directed by your ancestors. That week, your ancestors might give you good things. You're going to be laughing. Next week, your ancestors might give you bad things. You're going to be crying. And I'm going to be there giving you tissues. And actually, if you're online, I'm going to hold it like this. You need this one. You need this one. And I'm like giving you, what they call it, that hug. Visual hug. You see me doing this. You wonder why. It's because I'm giving you a hug. Because I can see. You're talking about your dreams and the tears are about to come. And I'm doing this. You don't even know whether to cry or laugh because you're wondering what the hell is Nagatlохulu doing. Then within a minute, you realize they are flowing down. It is the dream. Because that is ancestors, guys. It is guided by them. Ancestors bring out what they think you need to deal with that particular time. Every day, it is led by ancestors. It is spiritual mentoring, guys. If you're lucky, you laugh every week. If you're gonna be dealing with it, you're gonna be triggered every week. Actually, you're gonna be wondering, why am I paying this one to actually annoy me like this? You're being triggered. You're being triggered. You need to deal with it. You need to deal with the trigger. It's gonna be a lot of emotions happening, guys. Whether you're sitting down there, you'll be lucky if you're sitting down there with someone and sometimes you forget because you see other people moving around, right? But as self-initiated, sometimes you do it like you're not there all the time, right? So you don't see people moving around that confuses you. You don't get confused into forgetting the emotion that you're supposed to come out, right? When you're self-initiating and you're going out, you're reaching out for help, sometimes these things comes out. It depends what your people want you to deal with, they want to deal with, right? When I'm saying the weaknesses brings out a lot of emotions, right? The strength brings out, bravido. Like you'll be like this. You can't wait to even, you can't even wait to talk to me about your dreams. That is when someone is mentoring you. You can't wait. Your ancestors, they made you grow wings. You're feeling them. You're feeling them. That is the strength when they're showing them to you. But the weaknesses, guys, they'll bring it down. And it's expected as a self-initiate, because you need to know this, right? It's expected as a self-initiate that spending time in bed, it is a good thing sometimes. It's a good thing. But what you must never do is when you feel like that you need to be like lying down there, you do not want to hear about anything from someone. If you've been, you're talking to someone is helping, mentoring you, you need to force yourself out of that bed, right? And be mentored. You need to do that. It is about you. You need to come out of that bed, because some days are going to be like that. I'm talking about, I'm bringing out all the emotions, right? Because we do not know what you're going to be mentor, what your mentor is about, is going to be helping you deal with. I'm just bringing out the things that sometimes people don't think they're supposed to come out. They start hiding. When they've been crying, they couldn't sleep. They couldn't sleep the whole night. They wake up crying. Their eyes are red. They forget that you are a healer. They're supposed to talk to you. You're supposed to see their eyes red, right? You're supposed to see them red. When you're talking to them, you're supposed to be like looking at them and be thinking, their eyes are red. It was crying. They didn't sleep well. They're trying to hide that bit. When you've got a mentor, you need to expose yourself in that way, meaning that you need to show the eyes when these things are white. You need to show your eyes when some days you can't even open them properly. So you're so overwhelmed that your eyes, they shorten, like it becomes like you can't open them properly. Guys, it is what we're dealing with, right? As self-initiate. These things we cannot hide. So when someone is helping you, be open, be honest. There's nothing that they're going to take away from you. It's confidential. Everything is confidential. They can't take it away from you. You're vulnerable. You've got your days. You've got your days where you're happy. You've got your days when you're down. Show it. Be a peacock. Is it? There's a peacock. A peacock. A peacock. Why did I think about peacock? Be a peacock to show your great things, and be a slug. Is it a slug? A snail, a tortoise, when you're going through the days when the days are dark. Become a tortoise. Hide your head. Just walk slowly to the healer, but with the head inside the tortoise shell. So the healer can just press it, and then it comes out like this. You can deal with that emotion. Anyway, what are you guys saying, guys? This is the serious thing, and now I've turned it into the truth of coma. This is the thing, isn't it? You're coming here, you think you're going to be serious about these things because it's a serious problem that is affecting our people, right? It's affecting us. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you about what it was like with my mentor. Oh, I had a love-hate relationship, proper, like a hatred. But my people, it was a hatred. It was a proper hatred. But I was learning. I even ended up, every time I had a conversation, I have to write exactly what this person was pushing, what button they were pushing, because I know sometimes I'll be laughing there, and I realize that when I think about what they said, I realize that, oh my God, they really hit that beat of me. Yeah. And I swear, I will never even talk to them again. And I even go to my ancestors. What the hell is this you introduced me to? Anyway, that is the things. Let's talk about you guys. Anyway, where was I? Okay, no, my son, don't know if it is appropriate to say this, but I was okay. I'll write that one. Maggie, yeah, yeah, it's true. Okay, okay, I've read that one. Okay, Zakati, I've read that one. Pretty, Chavela Gogo, Chavela Pretty. Right now, I'm currently in the office and not 100% attentive. I will listen to the live session later. Keep well and keep doing a job by your teachings. Oh, thank you. Keep doing. Okay, thank you, Badimu and Mangelo. How about Pretty? Thanks, Gogo, for giving yourself to us, Tovela. Debbie, how do you know which messenger is coming to you? For example, how do you know when it is Avalos instead of Umdao? Okay, I'll do a video on that, Debbie. I'll do a video on that on its own. Noma Sondokuma, thank you, Gogo Tovela. Oratil, I saw my aunt's child wearing amabai, and we were at cave, and she went in. Okay, what is it? Okay, okay, all right, Oratile. Casino, remember that I'll do the dreams. I'll do the dreams on Tuesday. This is just what I'm putting here, what it's all about. This is just self-initiation and mentoring, right? We'll do the dream. The dreams, we'll do them. Remember, guys, the dreams are really is energy. It's like it takes away my energy. I'll do them on Tuesdays. Tuesday is the day for dreams. But if you want, you can come directly, privately, because I do charge for a service, guys. You need to support me as well. Pay for the dream reading. Anyway, Oratile, I saw my aunt. Okay, was that? Like that. Okay, Narat, okay, I'm rethinking the experience. Spiders were my biggest fear before that. Now I'm no longer as scared of them. Now I had a dream of the Christmas. Okay. Okay, that's just it. Oh, guys, we've been talking for 1 hour, 20 minutes. That is just that. Don't forget to do the tricks that people do online. Click button. They hit the like button. Anyway, so we'll talk again, guys. I'll address things that I think my people are leading me to talk about as time goes on. This was just about self-initiation and mentoring. Remember, with every mentoring, there's something you're getting from it, right? There's something you're getting from it. Don't look at it as in the money bit, and don't look at it as in what you don't like about that person. A lot of time, what we don't like about that person, sometimes our people, they've got a way of using that person to show us that bit of us that we don't like about ourselves. So when we see someone showing us that, reflecting that to us, we start to go and look at ourselves properly so that we can deal with that bit of us that we don't like, that person is making us face. Remember that. A lot of times like that. When someone brings something that makes you angry and upset you, sometimes you need to think about yourself. What is it that that person is showing me about? Is reflecting back to me. Mentors sometimes they tend to do that. And if it is the mentors that ancestors sent to you, they are there for those. They will be there for those kind of things. They'll be making sure they bring you the mirror. They will be holding the mirror like this. This mirror is not clean, so I can't look and do it like that because it's dead makeup on it. Anyway, they show the mirror. They hold the mirror like this, but they show it to you like that. You think you think you're looking at the person that the people have sent you to, but you're looking at yourself, the things you don't like about yourself being reflected to you, someone actually doing the tricks. Ancestors. When it comes to mentors, guys, the way the ancestors work is unbelievable. I'll do this again, another thing, because you just made me think about something. When they're using these mentors, it is messy. When mentors, they start, especially self-initiate mentors, they're messy. Your mentors, they become messy, especially if you have to deal with a bit of yourself that is really you're struggling with. They become messy, really, really messy, like messy. You messy. Anyway, but remember, all these things is for us to be better human beings, for us to become the best versions of ourselves, for us to actually start understanding our ancestors very well, for us to be properly aligned with our ancestors. Because mentors, they can come and go. Ancestors stays. They live with us. They're right there with us. So mentors is just they're there. They come in and when they're needed and they go. Ancestors, they stay, they stay, they stay. And those are the people we need to be guided by. Remember that. And when you're sent to someone, go. Go and find out what it is that your people want you to get from that person. Anyway, that is just that. And